Russia launched a fresh wave of drone and missile strikes on Kyiv, killing at least one person and damaging multiple sites, including homes, shops, a kindergarten, and a subway station. Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko confirmed emergency crews were deployed across 4 districts. Air raid sirens sounded overnight, sending residents to shelters. As air defenses responded, explosions were also reported in Kharkiv, Ukraine's second-largest city. Damage assessments are ongoing. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Russia's defense ministry reported shooting down 71 Ukrainian drones overnight on Saturday, including 13 targeting Moscow. This follows 87 drones reportedly downed on Friday, 5 of which were also headed for the Moscow region. The attacks come amid new calls from President Zelensky for peace talks, though so far they have led only to prisoner exchanges. Now we are joined by Rohan Gunaratna. He's an international security expert joining us live from Singapore. Thank you, Rohan, for joining us today. Good to see you. Now, what does this escalation reveal about Russia's military strategy, and how does it impact the international perception of upcoming peace talks?
The Russians want to demonstrate that they are operating from a strength perspective. So that is why they have mounted this attack. There are going to be talks sooner than later, but Russia will continue to sustain its operations so that they will be considered a power to be reckoned with, that they are not negotiating from a point of weakness, but from a point of strength.
And Rohan, now despite the ongoing strike, President Zelensky has also reiterated calls for peace talks, though these have so far only led to prisoner exchanges. What role do peace talks actually play in the current context, and what are the likely or key barriers preventing meaningful negotiations between Russia and Ukraine, according to you?
Currently, it is a stalemate because both parties are strong. Both parties are very well resourced. Both parties have suffered significantly, but both parties have the strength to sustain their fight. So these talks, in many ways, if they are very well planned and if they are supported, especially by President Putin and by the President of the United States and the European leaders, it has a chance of meeting with success. But again, it is very likely that unless these talks are well organized and conducted for a long period of time, that the fighting will renew anytime.
And Rohan, now Russia's defense ministry reported shooting down Ukrainian drones targeting the capital, Moscow. How significant are these drone attacks on Moscow for the Russian domestic narrative?
We have seen that the Ukrainian intelligence services, the Ukrainian special operations forces, they have mounted some very daring strikes, including in Russia's capital of Moscow. This has been a very painful episode for the Russians because it impacts on domestic public opinion. So naturally, Russia is very keen to detect and disrupt any such operations by the Ukrainians, and if possible, to ensure that it does not happen frequently, because it can be very embarrassing for the Russians.
Thank you, Rohan, for sharing that insight. Now we move on to our next news. South Korea says it is reviewing